might look kind of restless because I have been, but for reasons that you wouldn't expect. I've been getting a lot of sleep, but my mind, my mind has been running for the past close to a month, I would say. I don't really have any. It's funny, the more I'm on this journey, the more I'm learning that there's not one topic to talk about. There's not one. It's really hard for me to make a video now, and that's why I don't post. I don't put videos out. I don't say much because there's so much that needs to be said, and so much that doesn't need to be said. It's I live life. I have ideals, and then the next minute, those ideals disappear. You know, and it's okay. Um, Life is so complex that it doesn't need to be explained in one topic or whatever. It's just how you feel. You know, I can make a video about, you know, feeling one way or doing one thing, and one person would watch that video because it's their time. The next person will go over that video in the next year or whatever, the next couple of months. It would catch their attention in its time. And yeah, all of our time, it's right on time, but our time. That's why you have to own your time, because it is your time. Gosh, I really don't know why I started making this video, and I hope you don't really tune out because I'm rambling a lot. I guarantee you that all the rambling that I do, there will be a few things that make some sense to you, not the same things that make some sense to others. So you might think that, hey, he's rambling for 3 minutes, and then he said something that caught my attention, and another person was like, well, he was only rambling for 20 seconds, and then he said something. And some people might not get it at all. The main thing that I'm trying to get at, and again, I don't, there's no main thing, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is that somebody needs to hear whatever I'm going to say, and I don't even know what exactly it is or why I feel this way, but it needs to be said. Now, right now in my life, on my cycle, I'm at a point where I would call, when I was very ego driven, this would be a dark time in my life, because it's Saturday. A lot of people need gratification. A lot of people need attention. A lot of people need to be out. A lot of people need to be getting alerts, texts, something, because they feel like there needs every time at this certain time that everyone else is out doing something, which is completely false. Completely false. I'm at home right now. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm alone. I'm not getting any alerts on my phone. I'm not really, I mean, I could be out, but the way I feel, I felt that I need to be home and I need to be alone within my thoughts. And I don't go out because it's a certain day, because it's a certain holiday. I go out because I feel like I need to go out, and I need certain energy around me. And my train of thought has never like took me in the wrong direction. When you naturally let things happen, nothing is a mistake. When you naturally let things happen, it will be right on time. You don't have to force it. If I decide to stay in the house for the next week and only go to work and only go out to eat and only do what I need to do, when I have that urge to want to go out, that's when it will have a purpose. You can't force it. You can't force time. We all have this journey that we are on. And a lot of you guys have strayed away, and you're on somebody else's journey. You're on 5 or 6 people's journey right now, but you're not on yours, which is crazy. I've learned that every woman that's in my life, the ones that I thought, hey, you messed up. It was supposed to be me and you. No, no, not at all. The more distant anyone has become in my life, the more I love them because their impact has their longevity has stayed in my life, and for reasons unknown, but for reasons that have molded me into the person that I am. You know, it's crazy. I am slowly learning. I'm not learning no more from books. Sorry, I'm not learning anymore from just I'm not forced learning is what I'm saying. If I ever pick up a book, and I do, it's natural. It takes me about damn near a year to finish a book. Not because I'm illiterate or anything like that. It's just that when I feel like I need that knowledge, I will continue to read. When I feel like I need to put it down, I will put it down. And this is why I have several books in my library. Because I can just randomly come in my room one day and see one and start off where I left off if I feel the urge to do so. And again, I don't know where I'm going with all this, but I say this just to say that just let things naturally happen. You know, all this time I wondered why I was so attracted to water. And it's the flow. It's the flow of water that resonates with time. That is so beautiful. Waterfalls, anything. Just when you hear that water falling, it's the reason it sounds so good to our ears is because it's right on time. It falls exactly when it needs to, and the cycle happens over and over right on time. If you were to record that, it would be different every time, but to our ears, it's natural. There's certain energies and there's certain sounds that are just natural to us. Nature is natural. These are the type of things that we need to look at because it's the only thing that's not forced. It's natural. It happens. You know, a lion, anyone that's trying to get their prey, they would sit there and they would wait for the right time. They're not forcing it. They're not chancing it. They're not doing any of that. They sit there and they're patient. And they know they would get their prey. Sometimes they don't. But it happens right on time. Every time. Sometimes we eat because we feel a little urge, like we don't really need to eat. But we eat sometimes because it's a social thing to do, or whatever. It's not natural. You know, I'm not saying starve yourself, but if it doesn't naturally feel the way, don't force yourself to eat something you don't want. Don't force yourself to drink anything you don't want. It has to be natural. You have to naturally walk around. You have to naturally just let your body and your mind run free. And if you do that, you'll be happy. My key to happiness. I can't speak for everybody, but it is my key to happiness. And I'm going to naturally live life. It's incredible. The only thing that's structured in my life, because you need some structure, of course, is a job. That's about it for me, but it could be more for others. If you're in school, I get it. We still have to adapt to this world that we live in, this man-made world that's been constructed, because we have responsibilities. I get it. I have responsibilities. We all do. But at the same time, you want it to be balanced. You don't want to give all your time to some one structure that you probably don't even believe in. You have to separate the two and know that one is your natural mind and the other is this constructed mind that we just live in because we have to. But at the same time, we know that there's more, that we're better, that we're more. We're more than just a suit and tie. More than that. A lot of people come from work, they still got their suit on. They're still doing everything that they do at work, the same structure, the same everything. Some people go home and they still do work. It's crazy because that's their mindset. And some people retire and they're still working, not like physically, but they're still working within their mind because now they're like, I got a budget, I got to do this, that, whatever. And again, I get the responsibilities, but at the same time, keep a balance. I guess what I'm trying to say on this point. I'm starting to learn in my life that I'm trying to become as minimal as possible. I want to get rid of a lot of this junk I have in my room that I really don't need. I'm trying to stop myself from buying more clothes and more stuff like that because it's really not needed. I want to wear normal, basic stuff like this, just bare, pretty much as naked as possible because it's a balance. I have to wear clothes in public, but at the same time, I want to balance it out to where I'm not just everything it makes a statement. Look at my shoes, look at my pants. It's not me anymore. I'm so much more than just this body. Kind of take you around my room. It's a little dirty right now, but mostly all I have, my vinyls, a little constructive poster there, my everything, my guitars, a fan, little area there, meditation, some clothes. That's about it. And I want to cut down from this. But see, I make decent money. Another thing I want to get on, enough to have my own apartment, enough to get whatever, but the way I look at it, I live with my sister right now. And I just love to be around the energy of my nieces, of their love for each other. It's it's like the reason I live here is more than just to save money. I don't care about money at all. I honestly just make it because I have responsibilities and I don't want to hurt others or put them in a bad position or put my family in a position to where they're paying extra that they didn't expect and all this. So I do the 9 to 5, I do whatever. I pay them the money. I'd rather it goes to them than an apartment complex to somebody that I don't even know, and I'd rather just be around this good environment. Now, the day I move out is when my time comes. It could be from a spouse, or it could be that I just feel that I need my space. But right now, these 4 walls are more than enough. More than enough. More. Heck of a lot more. I don't feel trapped. I'm free because I'm mentally free up here. That's about it. I hope this touched somebody. I hope this touched a few people. Even if you just watched it for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, so you watched it all the way through. You might not hear from me for another month, another year, whatever it may be. But when I feel that I have a message, I will get it out there. But I won't post nonsense. I won't post, look what I'm eating, look what I'm doing, look whatever, look how popular I am, or how much fun I'm having to my ex or any other person. Not my way about going about things. But again, I'm gonna cut this short because I have a lot to do right now. I have to relax. I have to write. I have to play my guitar. I know all this hippie shit, but it's the shit that makes me, and it's the shit that helps me grow. Much love, support to everybody. I love you all. Everyone, I love you all sincerely. Talk to you later.